Another week, another batch of Switch eShop deals, and it's a great selection. We've got plenty of budget-friendly games, a couple of new releases, even a fair few hidden gems, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. I've also then got 2 winners to announce later in the video for 2 $10 eShop gift cards, and 2 more to give away. To enter, just drop a comment down below, and those winners, they'll be announced in next Saturday's video. Alright, now if you haven't already, do me a favour, hit that subscribe button, join us here for weekly Switch content, think deals, new releases, reviews, all that good stuff. And yeah, let's get into it. Warm Snow is 40% off and matching the low price, and this is a gem of a roguelike. Now I reviewed it on the channel, I'll link that below, but I absolutely loved this one. The story is unique, the combat is a blast, and the variety in playstyles keeps every run fresh. Now it's set in an oriental dark fantasy world. You play as Bayan, a mysterious warrior on a mission to take down the 5 corrupted houses that once protected the land. The world here is in chaos thanks to a strange warm snow. It turns people into monsters, and it's really up to you to uncover the truth behind it all. Now at its core, this is a fast-paced roguelike where you customize your playstyle by choosing different weapons, powers, and elemental abilities to suit your approach. Visuals are inspired then by silk paintings, giving it a distinct and beautiful aesthetic. Plus, with its deep replayability, you'll be hooked for hours as you refine your build and push further with each run. So yeah, basically, if you're into roguelikes, don't sleep on this one. It's a fantastic pickup. Observer is 85% off, matching the low price, and if you're a fan of sci-fi horror, this one is a must-play. It's got a fantastic cast, it looks stunning on the Switch, and honestly, there are very few games like it. What really makes it stand out is the dark, unsettling storyline and the ability to dive into the minds of characters even as they're on the edge of death. Now set in 2084 in a dystopian Krakow, you play as Daniel, a neural detective known as an observer. The world has basically fallen into ruin, with corporations seizing power and turning people into disposable assets. Your job, hack into the minds of suspects to uncover hidden truths. But in a world this broken, the deeper you dig, the darker it gets. This one is all about psychological horror and unraveling a cyberpunk mystery about a missing son. If you love eerie kind of mind-bending experiences, definitely check it out. Sword of the Vagrant is 75% off, matching the low price, and this is a hidden gem that didn't get nearly enough love. I wasn't completely sold on the visuals at first, but in motion they look fantastic, and honestly, this is a steal even at full price. Now you play as Vivian, a travelling sellsword on a journey through the beautifully hand-painted world of Mithrila, searching basically for the truth about her bloodline and her lost father's research. Now along this journey you'll hack and slash through forests, castles and battlegrounds, all packed with deadly monsters and challenging boss fights. It's a 2D action RPG built around fast, fluid combat with combo chains, charge attacks and powerful skills to master. Add in then RPG mechanics like crafting, skill progression and multiple endings, and yeah, just a ton of depth here. If you love stylish combat with an old school feel, it's another must play. Jump King is 70% off, a new at a low price, and for anyone who's ever thought to themselves, you know, I'd love a game that might make me break my Switch, well, this one's for you. Only dive in if you are ready for a brutal challenge, because that's exactly what this game delivers, alongside a huge amount of frustration. It's really all about practice, skill and repetition, but if you do beat it, it's absolutely a badge of honor. Now here you'll be playing as a lone adventurer on a mission to reach the top, all in pursuit of a legendary smoking hot babe. But here's the catch, every jump is a calculated risk, and every mistake sends you tumbling all the way down, or at least potentially. There are no mid-air corrections, no second chances, just pure high-stakes platforming where every fall is a painful lesson learnt. It's tough, but it's addictive, with hand-drawn pixel art, atmospheric music, and 2 free expansions, that's New Babe Plus and Ghost of the Babe, adding even more grueling challenges. So yeah, look, if you're up for the ultimate test of patience and precision, Jump King will push you to the limits. Alright, so Oddworld Soulstorm is on sale, 75% off, a new low price, and transparently, I'll link my review below, but I didn't love this one. It's incredibly frustrating to the point where it often feels cheap, and while that's somewhat the heart of the Oddworld series, this one just took it a little too far for me. That said though, plenty of players disagreed, hence the feature today. So if you're into challenging stealth platformers with a strong story, it might be worth checking out. Now you play as Abe, fresh off liberating 300 of his kin from Rupture Farms. you're now discovering basically their struggle is far from over. As Abe, you'll be guiding your people through industrial landscapes, dusty canyons, and abandoned mines, all while scavenging for resources, crafting tools, and deciding whether to take a stealthy or aggressive approach. The Karma system then tracks your actions, leading to multiple endings dependent on how you play. It's a 2.9D, or at least as they call it, action-adventure, with large-scale environments, a dark yet funny narrative, and plenty of challenges. But fair warning, again, it's not one for the easily frustrated, so yeah, maybe check out a few reviews before diving in. The Legend of Nayuta Boundless Trails is 38% off, matching the low price, and I absolutely love this one. It's a remaster, but like many games in this series, it's taken itself a little less seriously, leaning into a more light-hearted and action-packed experience. Unlike the mainline Trails games too, it's isometric and focused on real-time combat. But what really stood out to me was the world and the characters. I just thought it was a joy to play. Now you follow Nayuta, a young dreamer who longs to explore beyond his island home. After a chance encounter with a mysterious fairy-like creature named Noi, he and his friend are thrust into an adventure that spans multiple worlds, all in an effort to stop an unfolding evil plot. It's packed with fast-paced combat, platforming elements, and a charming world that makes it a standout in Trails history. If you want an action RPG, it's a little bit more relaxed. This one, great pick. Disco Elysium, the final cut, is in my top 10 of all time, an absolute masterpiece from top to bottom. The design, the storytelling, the sheer depth of the world, it's all incredible. Most impressively, it runs and looks great on the Switch, which was honestly a pleasant surprise. Now I will link my review below, but if you haven't played this yet, now is the time. Now you play as a detective with a unique skill system that shapes how you navigate the world, and you're out here to solve a murder case. Every interaction, every choice, every moment of introspection is layered with meaning, and you can shape your detective into anything from a brilliant investigator to a complete train wreck of a human being. The writing though is some of the best in gaming, and with the final cut, every line is fully voiced, adding even more life to an already stunning dialogue. Whether you're interrogating suspects, taking bribes, or spiraling into existential crisis, it is a game that will stick with you long after the credits roll. Right now then, it's 70% off, matching the low price. Stasis Totem is 30% off, matching the low price. This is a hidden gem for adventure fans who like a little bit of horror mixed in. It's a tense isometric point-and-click experience with a deep narrative and a seriously eerie underwater setting. If you are into unsettling sci-fi horror with puzzles and a gripping mystery, well worth checking out. Now narrative-wise, you'll be playing as Mac and Charlie, a husband and wife salvage team, along with their AI super toy Moses. While scouring the ocean for wreckage, they stumble upon an abandoned oil rig, only to uncover a horrifying secret that the Kane Corporation is desperate to keep buried. From there, it's all about unraveling the mystery, navigating a massive underwater facility, and solving intricate puzzles, all while the tension ramps up with every discovery. The visuals though are well done, the voice acting is strong, and the soundtrack good stuff. If you are a fan of dark sci-fi storytelling, Stasis Totem, easy recommendation. My Friend Pedro is 80% off and new at low price, and action fans, this is one you don't want to miss. It's a side-scrolling shooter, but what sets it apart is its parkour style of movement and unique control scheme. It takes a little time to get used to, but once it clicks, the flow of combat is incredible. Think stylish, slow-motion gunfights with acrobatics and split aiming mechanics that let you take down enemies in the most cinematic ways possible. Now the game follows a man on a rampage through the underworld at the behest of a talking banana named Pedro. You're blending over-the-top action here with a bizarre sense of humour, and yeah, you'll chain together basically these insane stunts, deflect bullets and ricochet shots of frying pans, all while flipping through the air in slow motion. It's really about being creative with the combat. Think dynamic set pieces like high-speed motorcycle chases or physics-based puzzles even that really kind of break up the action. If you love the idea of a stylish shooter with definitely a lot of flair, this one definitely worth a look. Our two winners of the week then are on screen right now. Congrats both. Email me for the $10 eShop gift cards, and everyone else drop a comment down below for your chance in next week's video. Doing something a little different this week then, finishing with two games I've not played. These are my pickups, meaning these are not recommendations, rather maybe you'll want to join me for the ride. First up, Sorry We're Closed. I didn't even know this came out on the Switch, but it's got a launch discount 10% off, and I'd seen this a fair few times thanks to Steam Next Fest. I love the look of it, and now that it's here, I'm curious to check it out. It is, from what I know, a survival horror game that blends nostalgic kind of fixed camera exploration with first person arcade style combat, and you'll be playing as Michelle, who's battling to break a demonic curse while also navigating life in a busy London borough. The game promises multiple endings, RPG style dialogue interactions, and some old school survival horror elements like resource management, puzzles, even optional tank controls for that classic feel. It's also got gyroscope aiming and for sure an incredible looking visual style. Hopefully that translates to the Switch. See, I have no idea what to expect here. Hopefully the performance is good, but I'm definitely intrigued. Then Ultros. This game just looks beautiful and I'm hoping visually and performance wise it holds up on the Switch. It's 30% off, a sizable launch discount, and everything about it, from the vibrant hand-drawn art style to the mysterious sci-fi setting, has me hooked. Now you wake up stranded on the sarcophagus, a massive cosmic structure housing an ancient demonic being known as Ultros. You're stuck in a time loop. You'll explore this basically strange alien world, meeting its inhabitants and uncovering the deeper mysteries of your role in the cycle. The gameplay promises to be a contrast, featuring fast, brutal, close quarters combat where precision is everything, balancing it out then with moments of peaceful exploration, including tending to plant life to unlock hidden paths. There's also a unique loop mechanic, meaning you'll restart at key moments with new abilities. There's branching skill trees, and there's also a whole lot of secrets. Expect reviews for both of these in the coming weeks. And that's going to do it for this week's Nintendo Switch eShop deals. A massive selection of budget-friendly games, some hidden gems, and a few brand new releases I can't wait to check out myself. But now I want to hear from you. What will you be picking up? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you do enjoy this video, do me a favour, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want more deals, new releases, breakdowns, reviews, all that good stuff, stick around because there's plenty more coming. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Cheers all.